What's going on, Capricorn? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a great week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares, your donations. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, the theme of this monthly spread this week is going to be love in all the ways that, in all the ways, and whether you are looking for it or already in it, this one's for you. I'm getting it together, Capricorn, I promise. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are feeling good. Just great vibrations all around here, Cap. So, with this spread, I'm going to be pulling 9 cards, and I'll be doing clarifications as need be, and of course, a good old surprise card, so don't you panic. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot deck. And I have a link for this deck and other decks that I like using down in the description box below. So check that out if you're interested, Capricorn. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here, which is personally my favorite part, which is what they are like. You know, the person that you're getting ready to meet. And keep in mind, Capricorn, this isn't a gender-specific reading here. So we're just working with the energies. So hiya self. What is it that what's this person like that's coming in for Capricorn? Let's see what's coming in for you, Capricorn. Nice. Love it. You got the star card here. And with the star card, I feel like this is someone who I'm hoping, will bring some, just kind of some like hope in your life. Maybe they'll be even like, not necessarily like they're a muse, but like the star card can be a card of like inspiration. So, this could just be someone that just kind of like breathes in, that brings in like a breath of fresh air for you. I feel like there's definitely a lot of potential here, because that's another thing with the star card. It's a card of, just the potential and all of that good stuff. Great start, Capricorn. I'm excited for you, and I hope and if we're in a relationship, maybe we've been in this thing for a while. I hope we're still feeling this thing, and something to do maybe while you're with this thing. Not that you need to be reminded of why this person's so great, but sometimes when we get comfortable with someone, we might get kind of It's not that we don't appreciate them, but I feel like we can always practice a little bit more, just kind of like a little soft reminder. So just like, yeah, this person is pretty great, like I'm glad we're on the same team here, I feel, and I hope you're really, I hope for all of you that you're feeling that, because that's lovely. Let's keep this thing going, because now I'm excited to see where this is going to go. So the next card is going to be how you'll meet. So hiya self. How's it that Capricorn will meet this person? Let's see how this fantastic star here is going to get in your realm. Let's see what kind of things we need to do to meet this person. Okay. You got the 7 of Wands here, Capricorn, and I feel like with this, maybe if we're depending on your situation, maybe we're at a place where maybe you just kind of got out of something, and I don't even necessarily mean like a relationship, it could have been just like out of like a situation per se, because let me start with this, because the 7 of Wands is like a card of like having to, I don't want to say, it's kind of like a card of conflict, but in the sense of like, critiques, maybe you're getting ready to like present something, maybe you're this person, let's say we meet this person, we think they're a star, but we're worried about maybe what mom will think, what dad will think, what our friends will think, what our siblings might think. I feel like with this energy, how you're gonna meet is when we're not concerned about what other people are thinking about this thing. Because Capricorn, when we get in this place of where you should choose this person because you want this person, and everybody else, it's one thing for them to have their 2 cents, but it's like if they need like your approval, I hope that makes sense, like there's a fine line, because when I feel like, this is with this person here, this is going to be like your intimate partner here, and they're going to get to know you in a way that your friends, your family, all of that aren't going to get you to know. So ultimately, it's going to be your opinion that matters at the end of the day here, Capricorn. So I think with this Seven of Wands here, it's in this situation, it's when we can learn to kind of, take what resonates with you, leave the rest with them, then, we're going to be more receptive. I feel like love will start kind of coming in more. I hope that makes sense. And I feel like for those of you who may be in something, maybe we're, I'm not sure how, if we've been in this for a while, I'm assuming that we've introduced them to friends and family and whatnot. But, if we're worried about, maybe how this relationship is received in like in the public eye per se. Let's say like maybe this person's a little goofy, or maybe something that you're like brings attention that you may not like, and not in like a bad way, but like if you're like embarrassed, let's say. Again, Capricorn, remember that this person is a star here. This is someone that's hopefully that they're that you're. This is someone that you've been waiting for. Someone that's trying to lift you up here, and other people's opinions, again, they're just that. They're just opinions. What other people might say behind your, maybe behind closed doors. Let them talk, because that's their business. I hope that makes sense. Let's get to your third card here, which is going to be your first impression of them. So, hiya self. What's going to be the first impression of this person for Capricorn? Let's see. Let's see how they got you feeling, because honestly, Capricorn, I'm really excited for you here. I feel like this is going to be a nice one. Nice. Absolutely. Oh, look at that, Capricorn, and it's your card. You got the Queen of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is somebody you're just like, yes, Queen. Because let's break that down. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she's an awesome figure. She's one that's she's not just resourceful, but she's got a really good healing energy too. That's something I've been kind of thinking about the Queen of Pentacles over honestly like the last couple of days, in the sense of like the Queen of Pentacles is the type that she's not going to like throw, because Pentacles have to deal with money matters. She's not going to be the type that's just going to like fix the problems with money. She's going to help. She wants you to be as resourceful as she is. She's going to like guide you to kind of like help like, okay, for example, let's say if we're weird with like savings, this will be like a partner who's going to like, okay, well, what I like to do is this, let's see, maybe we can tweak this for you. Maybe we want to try to get this, or maybe let's try to get another set. They're trying to get you set up for success, so that that you can both run like a well-oiled machine together and apart. You know what I mean? And this is, and not that when we're not in a part like we're separated, but like when the Queen of Pentacles is off doing her thing, you can go off doing your thing, and that train keeps that ultimately your vessel here, your thing is still running here. So I feel like this is a good one, Capricorn. I like this. Let's keep it moving. I thought I had some more for that, but I feel like this is someone who's, and also too, I feel like, maybe this is someone too who's like, hopefully, I feel like it has a really kind of confident air, really sort of, because look at this Queen here. She is everything is just balanced, everything is just like serene in her control here, like there's no stress. That's what I feel like. Capricorn, this person, you don't need to worry about what anybody's thinking here, because look at this person. They got this thing. This is the type of person you go showing off to everybody. And if we're in a relationship, and again, this is kind of going back to, maybe if we've sort of forgotten what a Queen of Pentacles you've been working with here, that you've partnered with. Remember that, just kind of take a moment, just sort of look at them a little bit, just like, when they're not paying attention, just kind of stealing those glances, just like a man, what a Queen of Pentacles. I love it. I'm going to be like tagging. If I could be a fly on the wall for this date, I'm totally about to be there. I love it, Capricorn. Let's keep this thing moving. Let's see. Where are we at? Because I think I'm in love too, Capricorn. Your fourth card, which is going to be how they'll affect you, because I see how they've affected me. Higher self. What is this? How will they affect Capricorn at this time? Let's see. Let's see if you get all giddy as I am, Capricorn. Okay, I get it. Oh, well, hold on. You got the Three of Pentacles in reverse here. And actually, that is a weird one, Cap. Well, you know what? Maybe not really. Because I feel like with this, you know, maybe you get in such a groove here that, you know, right now, not necessarily that you're cutting people out per se, because the Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration here. This is one of your cards here. But you know, with the Three of Pentacles, you know, I feel like, you know, at this time, you know, maybe you're because you're as wrapped up and as in love and all this stuff as I am with this energy, Capricorn. I feel like right now you may be in this place where you're more so kind of focused on this thing right now than maybe you are with, like, you know, maybe friends, family, whatnot. And again, it's not that I feel like you're like forgotten about them or anything. You're just in love. And I feel like, you know, don't feel guilty about that kind of thing. You know, find that balance. If you've noticed that, like, oh man, it's been like months since I've checked in with anybody, you know, I'm wondering if, you know, if they even know what's going on. Have you talked? Have you bragged about this person? You know, if that's the case, but enjoy this thing, Capricorn. You know, I feel like this is something that's, this is nice here. You know, I feel like there's, yeah, this to me feels like just like simpatico here, you know, I'm with it. So let's get to your fifth card here, which is going to be what kind of relationship this will be. So higher self, what kind of relationship will this be for Capricorn here? You know, we're giddy in love, you know, we're sort of in the honeymoon phase here. Let's see how this thing is kind of shaping up for you, Capricorn. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, that took a turn. We have the Nine of Swords here. And I can see this as a couple of things, Capricorn. You know, this could be, you know, let's get the worst case out the way. You know, something weird has happened. I don't know what. We're going to clarify that. But, you know, maybe something weird has happened with the relationship, but I more so am getting like this because honestly, Capricorn, when we were going through this thing, I was feeling like that this is I was getting a lot of healing energy, especially with like the Star and the Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like this kind of relationship is going to get you out of a place where maybe we've been in Nine of Swords for a while. You know, maybe we're just getting out of this thing. You know, you're kind of like, you might have just like opened up your heart, you know, just for like a whim or something like that. And then bam, this star kind of comes in here and then is hopefully kind of lifting you up. And, you know, it may be too, you know, with this, how this will affect you here. I was thinking about your last card, you know, maybe we have some people who've been kind of keeping us down, you know, this, because now all this stuff is starting to make sense here, Capricorn. You know, even with like the Seven of Wands here, you know, maybe we haven't had the best people around us. You know, maybe this is something that's, and take it as it resonates. You know, I feel like this is not going to apply for everyone, but, you know, I feel like maybe this is going to be someone who's going to get you out of this place where you're not feeling so down and so trapped and so isolated anymore. Because, you know, the Nine of Swords is pretty intense energy here. This is one of Gemini's cards here. And I feel like, you know, this again, you know, and I'm not just, it could partway be the love vibes here, but I honestly, Capricorn, I feel like this is someone who's going to get you out of this place where you don't feel like you're in like a nightmare anymore. You know, this could potentially, you know, be just like the kind of like the one that you've been kind of looking for here. But let's get a little clarification on that Nine of Swords there, because that really kind of came out of left field. Higher self, can we clarify the Nine of Swords, please? Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's going on with that Nine of Swords, Cap. Oh, hopefully not a stack. Hold on. Oi. I tell you, one of the things that I'm manifesting is I'm going to get these shuffling skills down, Capricorn. You watch. Nice. So you got the Hermit here, Capricorn. And I feel like I really feel like it's kind of like what I was talking about here. You know, I feel like this person will hopefully, you know, this is going to be a place where you don't feel like you're just all alone in this thing, you know, because I feel like you've been just sort of with this Hermit energy, you know, that we might have been kind of just like ruminating on whatever affected us in this Nine of Swords situation here, you know, or maybe someone has said something to us, you know, maybe there was an argument in the past with some like family, friends, whatever that's looking like for you, Capricorn. But I feel like with this, that there's going to be some realizations too with this Hermit, that you can let your light shine. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been kind of like diminishing yourself or something along those lines. But yeah, Capricorn, I feel like there's some goodness coming from this stuff here. So let's keep that moving. And you know what? I think when we get to the next card, that'll kind of help kind of piece this all together too. Because the next card, as much as we've been loving this stuff here, with every good relationship, of course, there's going to be some obstacles along the way. So let's see. Let's see what are some possible obstacles coming for you, Capricorn. So higher self, what are some obstacles that might be coming in for Capricorn at this time? Let's see. Yeah, let's see what hurdles might be, could potentially slow this love train down. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that'll definitely slow it down, Capricorn. You got the Nine of Cups in reverse here. And so I feel like with this, maybe... because maybe, I really feel like with whatever this, because now that we've thrown this sort of Nine of Swords puzzle piece in the mix here, I feel like whenever we get in whenever we feel down, Capricorn, I feel like, maybe sometimes, that we can be maybe a little harsh on ourselves and maybe just kind of close ourselves off. Maybe we're not sure how to express this thing. Take that as it resonates. But I feel like, some obstacles is maybe being like trying to communicate what makes you happy. Maybe we were stuck in this Nine of Swords for so long, and maybe this, maybe there's still some kind of like residual things that we're still kind of working with here, and that kind of pops out, maybe kind of bleed into this relationship from time to time here. And I feel like when that happens, Capricorn, when you're in kind of one of these moods or something, it's one of those things, I feel like especially, hopefully with this person that you're with, that it's just, it could be just, at least it should be just as simple as just like, hey, I'm going through something right now. I'm in it. It's not that I don't want your help, but I have to hermit right now. I have to process this thing, see how I feel, so that I don't. So that when you do talk about with this person, you can come at it from a more mindful place. So I feel like when you find yourself, maybe not, maybe looking for things to be wrong, or maybe thinking that this happiness, it doesn't make sense, or that you don't deserve this thing, or whatever that is, Capricorn. You absolutely do. Everybody deserves Nine of Cups here, Capricorn, and look, it's right here for you. Don't deny yourself the happiness, because keep in mind too, with this Nine of Swords energy, when I talk about with it being Gemini, that's air energy, and the air, embodies like the thoughts and things, and thoughts are powerful, Capricorn. If we tell ourselves that we don't deserve happiness, that this thing can't be real, that it's blah blah blah, eventually, it's not that it's your. I don't want to say that you're asking for this, Capricorn, but in a way you kind of are, if that's what we're telling ourselves here. So, enjoy this thing, Capricorn, and allow yourself to be in love, and and to be happy, and to be with all this stuff here, and two, now you don't have to do this by yourself here. When you're feeling it, your person, when you're ready, your person's there to lift you up. And then when you're in a good place, and then the roles are reversed, you can do the same thing for them, Capricorn, because again, you're a team in this thing, and that's, I feel like really good, some really powerful stuff can come from moments like this too, from the Nine of Cups in reverse here, from that sadness, maybe not, when you're able to get on the other end of this thing with this person here, you're going to that already strong couple that you were just becomes that just more powerful. So and that just more adaptable as well, Capricorn. So just kind of keep that in mind. I can't tell you what to do at the end of the day, but I feel like it would benefit, just when we find ourselves in these places here, that's I'll move on from that. Let's I think I've gotten everything I can out of there. Let's get to your seventh card here, which is going to be the outcome. So now we've kind of gone through some things. We've gone our ups, we've gone to our downs. Let's see how this outcome's looking like here. So higher self, what's a possible outcome for this thing? Let's see. at the rate we're going here, let's see how this is setting up here. Interesting. You got the Six of Wands in reverse here. And I feel like with this popping up, you know, it's going to be one of those things that, kind of like where I was talking about with this Nine of Cups energy, if we stay at this place where we don't appreciate, you know, the like, and not even like just appreciate the happiness, but if we're feeding into the Nine of Swords energy, you know, like that staying in that negative headspace and whatnot, then we're going to get to this place of where, you know, the outcome's going to be where it's going to flop, you know, because the Six of Wands, you know, it's a card of celebration, you know, card of fame, you know, all of that. But with it in reverse, you know, I feel like, yeah, if we stay in this space here, then everything's just going to kind of flop, you know. It's not going to, it's just eventually going to fizzle out here. You know, that's whether you're looking for something new or in a relationship here. And I just remember that I haven't been kind of going over through that stuff here, but I feel like what I've been kind of saying up until now definitely still would apply for both here. You know, it's going to be, if we're stuck in this, because even the way these things are lined up here, if we're focused on this Nine of Swords, focus on this, and of course that's going to lead to that Capricorn. But if we switch all this stuff around here, then it really is that paradigm shift makes all the difference here. But let's get a clarifier on that Six of Wands. Higher self, can we clarify can we not drop things? And can we clarify the Six of Wands? There we go. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on that Six of Wands, Capricorn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got the Ten of Swords in reverse here. So Capricorn, it's pretty much like I was saying. If we're looking for bad stuff to happen in here, then that's what's going to happen, you know, because that's the energy, yeah, that's what you're feeding your energy into right now. But if we're focusing on the fact, again, you know, when we first started this thing, you know, like, man, star energy, Queen of Pentacles, you know, all this stuff here, you know, and if we can just let go of that mentality, you know, that there's always something bad is going to happen, you know, then it's not to say that bad things aren't going to happen, Capricorn, but you're going to be better equipped to deal with them. Do you think that you'll respond better in a Nine of Swords mentality, or do you think you'll respond better in a Nine of Cups mentality? And I challenge you, you know, mess around with that, you know, see how that stuff kind of compounds, because just like how we've invested in this negative mentalities here, watch just how powerful the positivity can be when you invest that much in there here. And you know, and then, you know, enjoy your Queen of Pentacles here. Let's get to the next card, which is going to be how this will ultimately affect you. So, higher self, how is this relationship going to ultimately affect Capricorn? Let's see. Yeah, let's see what you're gonna get out of this, Capricorn. Interesting. You got the King of Pentacles in reverse here. And you know what? I feel like honestly, I don't feel like that's a bad place to be, because I feel like we need to be in a place where you're feeling where we need to kind of trust in this thing, you know, because when I think of the King of Pentacles, you know, he's a figure of stability here. And really in abundance and all of that here. But I feel like this thing will ultimately is going to get you in a place where you're going to have to trust that you can be happy in this thing. It's going to remove this old foundation here, and I feel like it's going to get you in choppy waters. And I don't really feel it can be for a bad thing if we want it to be that way, you know. However, you're in a safe space, judgment-free zone. I'm gonna be with you along this journey, all along the way, Capricorn. But I feel like it's going to help really reestablish your foundation here. And I feel like, because you look at this, you got the power couple here. Hubby came. And, you know, I feel like this is something that there's some good stuff here that can come from this thing, Capricorn. I feel like there's some stability here if you want it. You know, if we're not ready to be in this type of thing, don't force this thing, Capricorn. You know, just like, you know, maybe do some healing first, you know, because this stuff won't even because even if a good person comes in, as we've seen, if we haven't dealt with all of our stuff here, it gets us in a weird place, Capricorn. But I feel like this is someone here who could compliment you, you know, who could, where some really good stuff can come from this thing here. But again, it's going to be however you manage to do, however you work with this energy here. This is the ball's in your court with this thing. Let's bring it home. Let's see. The last card is going to be what we've learned from this thing. You know, so higher self, what are some lessons that that Capricorn can get from this thing? You know, let's see. Yeah, what else we got here? You got the Three of Wands in reverse here. So let's shift back over. I feel like with this popping up, it's you know, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I feel like it's pretty much just like what the energy here, you know, where the three of Wands, there's a number of things, you know, it's a card of like of momentum for me, you know, kind of keeping that drive, but it's also a card of like opportunities, you know, and kind of seeing, because if you look at this chick here, she's got her board. She's looking at. She's getting ready to find that big wave. You know, and it's about. I feel like Capricorn. However you deal with this opportunity, and honestly, opportunities going forward. You know, whether you decide to go along with this thing and you know follow through with this thing, or you know take some time. We have to figure out where you're channeling that energy and being mindful of where you're putting this thing. You know, if we tell ourselves there are no opportunities, you know, then we're going to be Three of Wands in reverse. You know, there's going to be no one out there for us. You know, we're going to constantly be sad. Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups reverse, Six of Wands reverse, just all that stuff here. But again, if we see that there are opportunities out there, you know, if we switch this mentality around and we see that, you know, there is potential stuff, you know, that there is Star card, hope, you know, that there is our Queen of Pentacles is waiting for us, or even our King of Pentacles is waiting for you. You know that. We already discussed that. But yeah, Capricorn, I just feel like it's going to be, just be mindful of where you're channeling your energy and what we're telling ourselves, and this thing is going to all fall into place here. You know, I know when we're in it, it doesn't feel like it, but be patient with this thing. And Capricorn, it's you. You know, if anyone's going to be able to persevere through this thing, you know, I believe you can, Capricorn. So I'm going to leave that there. Little deep, but potential. When you are ready for it, Capricorn. That's the nice thing. It's just whenever you're ready. Don't feel like this is just we're going to miss out on things. You know, there are billions of fish in the sea there. But if you like that thing, give it a good old thumbs up. Share this if you know someone who might be going through this thing. Let's share the love, raise that vibration. Hit subscribe, get that bell button. You'll get notified when I release videos each week. I'm all up on Facebook. And lastly, if you what was I going to say? If you have cancer in your chart, or maybe dealing with the cancer, and you know what? Before I get onto that, check out the Chariot and Friends. It's I do videos Monday through Friday there. It's for Cancerians. We do lunar shenanigans. All the housekeeping's in the description box below. But I was going to say, if I had to give you an idea of maybe what type of energies to kind of be looking out for with this person here, Star card coming in, Aquarius, Virgo energy, let's see here, you know, possibly another Capricorn here. Honestly, the strongest one that I'm getting here is probably Virgo. You got a lot of Virgo energy here. Virgo came out in a strong way, so either Virgo or, yeah, I'd say either like an Aquarius or like another Capricorn, but you know, take that as it resonates. Let's get your surprise card here so I can get you out of here, Capricorn. Nice, lovely, lovely. You got the sun here, Capricorn, and this, what a beautiful thing. Capricorn, whenever you're ready for this thing, for the sun, whenever you're ready for it, it is there. It's just, it is that mentality. We can look at this thing, we can eclipse this sun, or we can welcome this stuff in here, Capricorn, because look at her. She's basking in it, you know, just sun all day, every day. So, and you know, can't force you through this thing, Capricorn. Whenever you're ready to start doing this healing here, there is sunshine at the end of the tunnel here. So I'll leave that there, Capricorn. Stay safe out there, and you keep raising that vibration, and I will catch you on the next one later.